and she lost it, no ram, not the clam. Old veteran, we got the old veteran. Old veteran, we got the old veteran. They coming at the business tonight to set the one. DJ Papa Roach in the jungle, son. Me DJ Booker Time is in the firehouse, man. Me DJ Jack Groove is the innocent one. Me DJ Booker Camp is the up and London.
Welcome to Jamaica Worldwide, and today we are looking into the life of Jamaica's most prolific dancehall DJ from the 80s, Nicodemus.
Easy, man. So say mama, she a Japanese, I'm a black man. She from Miami, but she live in Japan. But she a 18, but me past 21. And every weekend she come along this time.
Nicodemus inspired a generation of toasters and recording artists and made his mark in the development of reggae and dancehall music. Today we look at his works and his influence in reggae and dancehall music.
He was one of the greatest
For sure.
ever DJ on a sound.
Jamaica Worldwide is growing thanks to your support. And of course, we continue to ask for the usual support. So please, take the time to hit the like button. And if you are not yet subscribed, please take the time to subscribe to the channel. You can also hit the notification bell to ensure that you get videos as soon as they are released.
This is our Sleepy Andy, endorsing Jamaica Worldwide. See? Don't forget to know. Skylark, that's not what Worldwide do, oh yeah.
In the late 70s, during the explosion of reggae, Jamaica was on the verge of a new sound that would also be shunned, just as reggae was. The name dancehall was originally used to specify the physical space or location, if you will, where reggae would be played, as it was not yet socially acceptable. As fate would have it, people would go on to these dancehall spaces to hear the music that weren't being played on the radio, as they were considered slack. The loudspeakers of sound systems would echo throughout the streets when a session was planned. At the time, records were not as readily available to everyone. The market was good and records were pricey. So with a limited amount of records, sound systems would have DJs to fill the time and entertain the audience for a portion of the session. This would develop into a culture which created a demand for toasters who would DJ on the sound system, and as a result, these DJs would become popular throughout Jamaica and in high demand. In terms of sound system DJs in the late 70s and 80s, none was more prolific or made a greater mark in the profession as the original Nicodemus. Born June 27, 1957, he began his career in 1976 as a DJ with the Socialist Root sound system, alongside the famous selector Danny Dread. He had musical ties previously, as his brother Maurice Blackamarwell Wellington was known for being a part of the group The Marwells, who were very big in the 70s. He moved on to the Tape Tone Hi-Fi sound system in 1978. Tape Tone Hi-Fi was the original name for King Jammy's sound system. The name was changed to King Jammy's Superpower in 1980, then to King Jammy's in 85. Nicodemus would feature on other sounds, such as Virgo Hi-Fi and Jack Ruby High Power, alongside Bobby Culture, Louis Rankin, Brimstone and Fire, among others. Towards the end of the decade, he also made his first studio recordings with King Jammy's. He was also recording for his brother Maurice, who continued to run the Marwell label after moving to New York. Nicodemus also recorded several hits at Channel One, who released albums such as Gunman Connection, on which the title track was a very big hit. Nicodemus was compared to Prince Farai and Prince Jasbo and quickly gained favor among dancehall fans. He had a big hit with Boneman Connection in 1981 and remained popular throughout the first half of the 1980s, becoming regarded as the dancehall veteran. His influence was clear on younger DJs such as Shaka Demus, for example. Shaka Demus whose real name is John Taylor, originally adopted Nicodemus Jr. as his stage name, after observing Nicodemus toasting on a sound system one night. In 1988, Nicodemus recorded the Cabin Stabbin' album with Supercat and Junior Demus, which proved to be a big success in the United States. After slowing down in the 1980s and early 90s with less frequent music releases, he re-emerged in 94 with the album The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, and The Crazy, which was followed by Dancehall Giant in 1995. After these releases, he embarked on a 7-week tour of the western end of United States, alongside artists from San Francisco, such as Major Terror and Grandson Demus. Over this time, Demus was struggling with diabetes, which could explain his less frequent appearances before the release of The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, and The Crazy album. Sadly, Nicodemus would pass on due to complications related to diabetes on August 26, 1996.
Yeah, he might have diabetes mixed with ulcer.
Okay.
And the doctor stopped him from drink. Bobby Conda's coming to Jamaica to check me. Him say, when him come down, him said to me, say, Bro, you know, so before I go up on the plane this morning, I and Demus go on party. And I carry him home, well messed up. And on the day we just get back the car, say, Demus dead. Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to be drinking.
Several DJs have been influenced by Nicodemus and taken after his style. The earliest one perhaps being Papa Campbell, who was also known as Nicodemus Jr. We also mentioned Chaka Demus, who would also initially use Nicodemus Jr. before it was changed to Shaka Demus by Nicodemus himself. There was also the DJ Junior Demus. All throughout dancehall, the use of the name Demus shows the extending influence of Mr. Fabulous, Nicodemus, the original dancehall giant. Of course, please remember to hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You can also hit the notification bell to ensure that you receive videos as soon as they are released. Thank you for watching. This is Jamaica Worldwide. Bless up.